Good news, sports fans, or should I say console fans. The patch is finally out for the consoles, and Giants has been releasing all the mods that have been building up. It's an extensive list, and I'm not going to cover them all here. But if you're interested, Mr. CDP, I believe, has done a 2-hour video on all the mods to get caught up. One of the more popular mods that's been re-released for both console and PC is No Man's Land by Alien Jim. This is, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically a blank canvas map. You can do anything you want to it. It doesn't have any predefined fields. It's got nice open spaces where you create your own fields, and it's got plenty of trees for logging. You're free to place down whatever buildings you want in terms of placeables. And a lot of people use it for testing equipment. It's not my cup of tea, but it's a very popular map, and a lot of people are happy it's out. Now, I know I'm a day late and $1 short. These mods were released on Friday, and it is now Monday, the 20th of December. I didn't have time to cover it on the weekend, so I'm covering it now. In addition to all the catching up, Giants also released 6 new mods today for both console and PC, and these are returning mods from Farming Simulator 19. The first mod we'll look at is the Grimmy Variatron 470. This, as you remember, was a standard potato harvester in Farming Simulator 19. It has a 3-meter head, and it still takes a while to harvest a field of potatoes. Let's have a look at it in the store. So the Grimmy Variatron 470 Platinum TerraTrack will cost you $495,000. It doesn't come with any options apart from the license plate. It's got 435 horsepower, a variable CVT transmission, 600 liters of diesel, 40 liters of DEF. It travels at a whopping 15 miles an hour and carries 9,590 liters of potatoes, weighing 26.1 tons. As I stated earlier, it's got a 3-meter working width and an operating speed of 6 miles an hour. It will do as it says, and it will harvest your potato field. The other potato harvester has a slightly larger capacity tank, but apart from that, they both seem to have the same working width. Next up is the Fortuna FTM 200 tipper trailer. This will hold all of your standard crops, the same as most of the other trailers will. And let's take a look at that in the store. It will cost you, the base model, $50,500. Comes with a 24,000 liter tank, weighs 8.1 tons. You can get rid of the license plate because we don't need that. At least in Canada, farm vehicles don't require license plates unless they're trucks and road vehicles. It comes with either a standard configuration or an extension which boosts it up to 39,000 liters. Has a variety of different wheel types. And is generally all around a good trailer. Next up, making a triumphant return, initially released with the Big Bud Pack in Farming Simulator 17, then re-released in Farming Simulator 19, and now back in 21, is the Bednar Swifter SM 18,000 Cultivator. This has a working width of 18.2 meters, weighs 16.8 tons, and requires 500 horsepower to pull it, and has an operating speed of 9 miles an hour. It doesn't come in with any customization, but it will definitely rip through a field. Let's take it for a test drive. You will definitely want to work your headlands with this piece of equipment. Due to the fact that it requires a fairly sizable turning radius. So, let's take care of this field of sugar beet that is full of weeds. As you can see from the texture, it is listed as a shallow cultivator. But due to its size, it will make short work of any field, and it will not pull up any rocks. The downside is, because it's a shallow cultivator, it will allow weeds to grow quicker. Next up, for those of you that bleed green like I do, returning is the John Deere S790 Combine Harvester. It will set you back $390,000. Why is it showing me? There we go, combinations. It comes with the 1680C Cornhead, which is $80,000 roughly, and is also compatible with the HDX 45X header. Let's take a look at the corn header first. It has a working width of 9 meters and weighs 3.8 tons. No other customizations to it. And the combine itself, 625 horsepower with a variable CVT transmission, weighs 21.5 tons, carries 1,250 liters of diesel and 55 liters of DEF, has a road speed of 24 miles an hour, a capacity to hold 14,100 liters of crop, and its working speed will depend on the header. Standard is 6 miles an hour. You have a couple of different wheel options. You have twin wheels, you have wide tires, or you have standard tires. I like the twin wheels myself. And it comes with all the brands: BKT, Midas, Continental, and Michelin. cab and the textures have been updated for Farming Simulator 22. And all in all, I think it looks quite nice. It doesn't quite do the job the X1100 does, but it's still a good model combine, especially if you don't want to fork out the money the X1100 costs. Now, to go with this combine is an Auger Wagon. Giants have released 2 versions of the Kinsey grain cart, the 851 and the 1051. The 851 is $60,000, requires 240 horsepower to pull it, will hold 30,000 liters of crop, and weighs 7.8 tons. You can change the tires on it. Through the various brands, and you can take away the license plate. Next up is the 1051 grain cart. This one holds 37,000 liters, weighs 8 tons, and requires 300 horsepower to pull it. It comes with a variety of different tires, including a crawler track, which is Lizard branded, but BKT, Trelleborg, and Lizard. Definitely what you need to get your crop done. And last but not least, 2 new mods for the game are the Claas Disco 3600 FC, which is the front mower. It'll cost you $22,500. Weighs 1.4 tons, requires 70 horsepower to pull, has a standard working width of 3.6 meters, and a work speed of 13 miles per hour. Next, we have the Claas Disco 1100C, which will cost you $46,500. It weighs 3.5 tons, requires 160 horsepower, a 10-meter working width, and will work at 13 miles an hour. Let's take a look at it in the field. It comes with 2 modes, either Swath Dropping or Wide Spreading. So let's go take a look. Swath Dropping. And boy, when something's moving at 13 miles an hour, it takes a little bit to stop it. And it would appear that, contrary to what it says, it will only do wide spreading. So I don't know if that's a bug or something that's going to be fixed, or if it was working as intended and that's just an error in how they described it. But either way, it's still a good mower. So those are the new mods for Monday, December 20th. I hope you're as happy as I am to see some of these items back in the game. And we will catch you for the next mod review when the next batch of mods come out. In the meantime, take care and keep it between the rows.